afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
In today's discussion, we'll see about the major disasters. So we have already discussed about the disasters, what is meant by natural disaster, what is meant by man-made disaster, all those things. And in today's class, let us discuss about four major natural disasters. And you will be sharing your views about the causes, effects, and mitigation measures of those disasters. So let us get into the topic. I will start with Christina.
So my topic is forest fire, and it is caused due to overheated temperature that is causing climatic change and the rising of drought levels. In dry conditions, this can forest fire can cause, and then slash and burn practices in agricultural sectors, and the effects are it can cause injuries, even it can cause intense air pollution in our atmosphere, and then it can ruin the ecosystem. It affects the wildlife as well as the plantations, and then it can cause habitat loss and biodiversity, and then economic losses also can cause due to forest fire.
So how can we control it?
What are the ways we can prevent this forest fire? Patrol forest regularly. There should be monitoring in the forest areas, and then we have to remove flammable materials, and then we have to educate the visitors regarding the fire safety awareness and all, and then we have to the forest authoritative have to give vigilant reporting and encourage public to report fire issues and all. Then establish fire breaks, like creating barriers, and then we have notify authorities quickly, rapid response. There should be in emergency cases. We have to report to the authoritative, and then take precaution like campfire safety, and then spark arresters, etc. This way we can prevent forest fire.
Okay. What about landslides?
Landslides are when a large amount of soil, earth, or rocks which slide down a hill or a mountain. This causes because of earthquake, heavy rainfall, or the ground where the ground becomes slippery or loosened. A landslide can happen. This causes damages to road, houses, or the way it slides down. For example, think slope, and you're putting sand on it. If you pour water in it, the water with the sand slopes down because it's like the earth can't stay in one place. It becomes loose or slippery, this happens. Causes or landslides occurs, as I said, like due to heavy rainfall, earthquake, deforestation. These are the causes. Effects will be, it destroys the homes, roads, bridges, etc. Measures what we can take is, we have to plant trees, more trees. Then we have to stop constructing buildings on the slope areas. Even if we build, we have to build with the retaining walls. This protects from the buildings to slow down, and the proper draining system also.
Okay, that's good. So what about flood?
A flood is when too much of water covers the land due to the heavy rainfall, and when rivers get overflow, we might have floods. And what are the causes? In the sense, same when we have rainfall for many days, we will be having the floods. And then when rivers or any dams, when the water level was rising, we too will affected by the floods. And then melting from the snow or ice, due to that also people will be causing a flood in the areas. And what are the effects we can for the flood is many plants or from people, animals will lose their homes, and then homes and roads will be get damaged in those areas, and then crops and farms also will be destroyed because of that, and then some disease will be spreading in the dirty water. For that also people will be causing like skin disease. So what are the safety measures we can take for the flood is, when flood is coming, people in those areas they have to move to the high place, and then We should not touch the electric wires or flood waters. Some wires being in the water level, so we should not touch that. And we have to listen to the news, what are the instructions they are telling, and we have to follow it. And then we have to keep some emergency things like food, water, and shelter better in the flood.
So we must also have the emergency helpline numbers also, so that it will be helpful during flood. What about earthquake?
Now, earthquakes is sudden shaking of the earth's surface. The causes of earthquakes are tectonic plates movement in the earth's surface. Now, the effects are it destroys the building, roads, and then it life threaten also. The mitigation measures are it should educate others about earthquake, and then there is a system drop, down, and hold. And then the instrument that measures earthquake is seismograph. Uh,
So far we have discussed about four major disasters, their causes, effects, and mitigation measures. So as human beings, it is our responsibility to stay vigilant. So we cannot prevent all these things, isn't it? So when it is a man-made disaster, there can be measures, but when it is a natural disaster, we cannot prevent it. Rather, we can take some mitigation measures so that we can be safer. So we should focus on the protocols, take the necessary precautions. So everyone must be well educated about the causes, effects, so that what to do and what not to do during a disaster must be known to everyone. So as teachers, it is our duty to educate our children. So when there is an earthquake, what to do, what not to do during a disaster and after a disaster. That should be taught to our students.